Okay.
All right. Abe, do I press got it or leave meeting?
Pardon?
Do I press got it or leave meeting?
What?
It comes up got it when you have recorded.
Gossip?
Got it.
Got it.
Oh,
Got
got it.
it.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay.
You do sound mumbly, actually. It might be my system. Does everyone else think David sounds mumbly, or is it me?
There's some kind of a, like somebody keeps hitting their mic or something. There's kind of some kind of a weird like bloop 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 that's kind of happening. So
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
It's
don't
because
think it's
we
you.
are in between.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
why
think it's your
they-
mic. It's a problem.
It could be coming from another mic too. All right. So let's connect. Let's see what's going to happen here. Adam, where did you come from?
Hello. From
How you doing, brother?
Sydney.
hey,
You disappeared.
Hey.
Look at that pillow, man. That is a power pillow you got there. That's
the
fabulous.
gang's
Yeah.
all here.
He's somebody.
Yeah.
Are you somebody?
I'm
Yeah,
somebody.
it's good to see you, Wendy.
Are
Nicola,
you somebody?
Harry, Davina, Trisha, Maya, Ellie, Toro. All right, let's check this out. All right, so
All right.
just connect our pillars of light, you know, just breathing in the golden light through the crown, through all the chakras, exhaling out, sending it into the heart of Gaia, breathing up. Just really connect with Gaia. She wants to be here. So just again, breathing in golden light through the crown, exhaling out, sending it into Gaia, and bringing Gaia up here, connecting the heart of Gaia. Got a lock. All right. And we'll breathe up these beautiful rainbow energies from Gaia all the way up, coming up out our crown, connecting our pillar of light with source. So we'll connect hearts and third eyes, but very strong intentions with this. Nothing can be taken. It's only to assist and to see the experience, to feel the experience more as a collective unity field of light. Nothing can be taken, nobody can take, and nobody can give anything to anybody per se. And any energies, expansions, and gifts are going to come from your higher self and your oversoul group. So we'll connect at the higher self level and oversoul group. And then I just like to connect with the central sun. So it is something I always do. Connecting third eye. So just connect with intention. If you just connect your third eye to the central sun, you'll just go there. You just go into it. And then with all the source light, central sun, celestial, universal energy, you just imagine, I do anyways, the Ankh, connecting it with source within and just like stepping inside the light of the central sun. All right, so let's just see. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Okay, so in order to experience this better, there's some of you that are carrying some weighted energy that you don't need anymore. So it's going to channel in some energies from a higher self coming in down through your crown, bringing it all over, and just let all the density leave your energy. You know, just breathe it in. And then as you exhale, just send out all lower vibrations, any problems that you've been having. Just let it go on your exhale, and then breathing in. You can breathe in love. Just think of love when you're breathing in. And then when you exhale, with intention, send it to your energy. Let go of anything, whether it's been a fight, anything that's been bothering you, anything that's been weighing you down. Just on your exhale, blow it out. Let it go. Families of light. Okay, I gotta try something I haven't done before. So how do I do this? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So there's a lot of galactics around us right now. This is definitely a time of galactics. Just tuning into the ships. Okay. Hey, Phil, you remember when we went to the crystal dimension?
Yeah.
You remember in there, there's that rainbow pyramid that's like a ship?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like to go there and go into the ship and go meet with all the galactics around Earth, maybe just to see what's going on. Does that sound like fun?
It does.
Yeah.
I'm also being told the dragons want to help us tonight.
Yeah.
And I
The
mean a lot of
dragons,
dragons.
the dragon energy is so great for leading you to exactly where you need to go. So you can connect and just call in your dragon aspect and with intention to tell you to take to the dragon dimension, crystal dimension. So maybe we might end up going to the dragon dimension. I don't know, but let's just see.
Well, I was actually thinking before we started about the dragon. Is it Universe Planet we went to? The Dragon King.
Yeah, you're right.
I can see the crystal pyramid anyway.
Okay.
We go to both.
Okay, let's start with the ship. Okay, so the crystal dimension. So it's going to bring us to a point where me and Phil have gone quite a bit of time here. It's like a crystal. So in the crystal dimension, they actually have like a crystalline city, and they have beings with crystals coming out of their head in the city. It's really neat. They look very interesting. But on the they have like crystalline mountains with crystalline waters that run through. So we're just going to go to this one spot. It's usually where we program our crystals. I don't know if we have to program crystals for this mission, but we'll just go there because a little bit further off in the distance, there's this rainbow pyramid, and consciously, because we're connecting to it, you'll start to see, feel, and sense it. And it flashes. It's so bright. It is the brightest, and it flashes, and it's very blinding in a way. Like it's hard to tune into it with the third eye because you're just like getting waves of light flashing, and in there's like a white light core to it that's in the center, and then just with intention we can go into it and be inside of the ship, right? So it is a consciousness ship, as many beings travel through light ships that are non-physical. It is similar to that, and essentially this rainbow pyramid ship, we just set some intentions when we're in it to go to take off, and then when it takes off, it's going to be like kind of like flying in a ship. So we're just going to
David, I just wanted to mention that you will see some weird creatures that like flesh and crystals.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's some Syrians here that are joining us in here, and then I'm seeing an Arcturian and some Orions. All right, so we're going to go into and take off in the ship here. I just want to talk to these galactics just for a second here. There's one here who is different. She looks humanoid Syrian. She's got this really interesting head energy. Just want to tune into her and see what. Okay. It sounds like they want to show us the planetary ascension and take us into the galactic core near Earth. I don't know where the galactic core is, to be honest. I'm just going to ask her where the galactic core is. We're all part of it. It's within the heart. It's how. So yeah, it's a chamber within the heart that everybody's connected to. But it's how they are connected. Okay, so we're just going to go and take off and go through like a bit of a light speed time warp thing here. Go towards the Earth. They're flying into the Earth, right in front of it. No, they're not. Okay, we're stopping just on the atmosphere. Now tune into the ships that are around Earth right now. There are many ships here. Tune into their heart chakras. Okay. So what I'm just doing, I'm just sending a beam of light from my heart chakra to the galactics and the ships that are on Earth right now. It's a very high love energy vibration. We're doing something here. They're assisting us to release. They're wanting to bring in more light, of course, naturally. This is where the light bearers. They're calling us light bearers, bearers of light. Okay, so they're bringing in light, and we're going to channel it through our energy fields and into the Earth's energy centers to help clearing densities as for collective awakening throughout. So this is going to happen throughout the time from now all the way to the ascension. So it'll make it a lot easier on the collective as everybody's awakening. It is a multidimensional, a multi-timeline, energetic clearing of density on the collective as they're awakening. So we're just channeling this light now to the energy ports on the Earth's surface. There's more than 12 chakras. There's way more than 12 energy points. I'm seeing hundreds all across the planet, mountain ranges, grid points on the oceans that go into the ocean, and then into crystalline crystals in the ocean that float a crystal structure that go through into say it goes. There's a whole crystalline structure, energy port that feeds consciousness through the oceans. It looks like. Okay. So grid clearing. So we have the galactic grids. We have the Earth grids, the inner Earth grids. So we're just going to channel this light through the energy ports on Earth. And then I guess I'm just going to see what they want us to do. I keep assuming because I know what they're going to do. But
David, Everest said we're supposed to collect later some crystal energy from the crystal universe and add it to the crystalline Earth.
well, that's a good idea because we got a light port that we at the crystal dimension already. So if you want to do that part, Phil.
Okay, it's like an orange color, which is it's number 2 is orange. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Or should we do it together?
Sure. They just tune in. So we're doing 2 things right now. We're sending energy from the galactics. Our hearts are connected. We're working in unison. This is like a collective effort going through timelines throughout the awakening. So it's like lateral dimensional work. And so we're constantly clearing and assisting with the energy expansions throughout this whole ascension process. Now it's going to concentrate on what Phil's talking about here.
Have you noticed it's getting warmer?
Oh yeah.
A lot of energy.
What is that? Okay. All right, so you got an orange one. I got this like
It's like alive, isn't it? This energy.
it's a prism. It's got like rainbow. A lot of green energy. Okay. All right, so let's keep channeling this through all the energy ports on Earth, all the grids. Lower dimensions need upgrading. Okay. All right, so Phil, we got to actually combine these etheric crystals and then channel in light to lower dimensions. It's for lower dimension upgrades. So it's kind of a whole evolution of consciousness, darkness and light. There's a big energy center at the North Pole. Yeah, that goes into inner Earth. They are assisting. Agartha is bringing in light. Agartha is coming in, bringing in light. Okay. If you have never worked with the Agarthans before, they're fascinating. They have a whole crystal city in there. It's amazing. They're Lumerians. They're the Lumerians. They're connecting unity fields now. Yeah, okay. So if anybody ever wants to go visit Agartha, you're getting an energy initiation right now on your auric field, which is frequencies to gain access into Agartha. It's sort of like an invitation only thing, but with intention, you can do anything. But it's like a bit. Whenever you want visitors pass with this energy frequencies, like, hey, come in, come visit us, connect with us, we'll assist you. Okay. But they're assisting us with the timelines because they work on the space-time continuum. So they're aware of us working on these timelines and advancing consciousness. So this one of them is tuning into me here, so I'm just tuning into him for a quick sec. So interestingly, the Agarthans are working on faith systems right now on the collective, because you're saying as they're awakening, there's a lot of confusion on like their religions, what they believe in and everything. And so certain things have to be opened up in order for realization to happen within itself of a newly awakened person. So it's like faith systems. So it's like they're moving old programs out, and energies of divinity higher self connections and all that kind of stuff that they're. I just want to get more information on this because this is kind of fascinating. This is just cool. They're talking how everything carries an energy signature, even doubt or a lack of faith in self. And this movement and awakening is about restoring faith in self and in the heart. So all these have energy signatures. So they're working with us to put these energy signatures in place that empowers the heart and the collective. It's very interesting. See, it's very scientific in an energy and vibration perspective. These multidimensional beings like us are very interesting in how they work with collective energy.
David, I just feel a bit of negativity in this IT, so I'm sending everyone love energy. I'm lifting everyone's vibration. I just feel, I can feel it in my subconscious.
Oh, yeah. I can feel that love energy you're sending. Good work, brother. Agarthan ships. Okay, so they're right. They're right there. They're not. Okay. Some of these galactics got this head piece on that is got. It is like a light or their third eye, or like a crystal light piece that is hooked up to some kind of, it's a consciousness device for amplifying expansion and awareness. Oh, she's an Agarthan. Oh, that's not. Look, they got some cool technology, man. I gotta tell you, very interesting. Yeah, okay. So it just brings in stronger connection with her and all the galactics, with her and the Agarthans. Is just stronger connections, like an amplifier of your consciousness. It's an interesting thing. She's lying. She's just comfortably lying, like meditating, lying down with this over her head. And so I'm just going to see what she's tuning into for a sec. It's very complicated. She's tuning into so many different streams of energy right now. What we're doing here, she's conscious. She's like a surgical energy surgeon. It's frequency it's mathematical frequencies within the vibrations she's tuning into and adjusting it. This is tough math because she's looking at it from a whole. She has a whole base of people assisting her of the earth signatures throughout these timelines, and she's adjusting and optimizing the mathematical formula of the vibration and the colors, the light and the vibration and the energies. So they look at this, what do you call it? The earth energy ports that are feeding everything here. She's through it and working on grids. As she sees, it's very dimensionally, almost like a hologram. Okay.
Is she wearing a helmet like a Robocop?
What's that?
Did she wear a helmet like RoboCop?
It is. I see
Yeah,
them
I saw
like
it a few
a headpiece. It's a lot like a crown piece of some kind. But it is kind of look like it is kind of a helmet in a way. Like it doesn't have the
Mm.
top.
I see her a few times.
Very interesting. Okay.
And Phil, when you said you needed the love thing, there was some negative kind of entity trying to come in.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do a big clear. Everybody's, if there's anything lower, just clear. Forgot to make sacred space, and we'll just make it right now. Pillars of light around everybody, right down to Gaia, up the source, shielded, shielded, shielded. Okay, everybody's space. It is clear. It's clear. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I was just focusing, just running through all these timelines, doing the clearings. We'll let the master surgeon energy worker there do her thing. While we just focus our intentions on assisting with the crystalline light from the crystal dimension, with in the crystal ship, within our galactic teams, all connected with hearts here. Energy being sent in here, just going through the timelines and clearings and just bringing in the energies of peace throughout the collective, through all these timelines, and connections to divinity, higher selves, happiness and joy energies. Because we also have codes. So I'm just going to set the intention. Any code that I have that can assist the highest good of anybody on the planet, I'll just send it out now through all these timelines.
B2. David, I see the timelines like waves, like it's like a wave going up and down, and there's a hand with like dust coming off it. That's probably the sharing.
Yeah, you're seeing it from a very high level.
In the very beginning, I saw when you went to the central sun, I saw a hand with a box, and it was taking it out of the box, like sharing.
I always loved how you can see so clearly. But when you're seeing things in waves and energy, like that's how Andromedans see things, like it's or higher level beings that. But they see everything too. They can see the subatomic structures of our energy particles. It's pretty profound. Okay, so we're just leading up, getting through these timelines, leading up to a global unity where all our humanity is working for humanity. Hearts are connected, and people. There's galactics in this timeline I'm seeing here, and I knew this was going to happen, but there's galactics coming in here, almost in a coexisting way, almost like Atlantis when we came to help humanity, because they kind of lost sight of their hearts. But this is different because they're now we're humanity, and then they're going to come here and assist us. So, and we're going to assist humanity. So we're just seeing this, that's the total pure love, the generations of the children coming in, the golden children coming in to take the torch, are going to carry very unique halo energies, very unique heavenly energies of very high vibrations. And so I'm just seeing it. And there is a lot of amazing galactics and a lot of amazing humans here that are like working in cooperation, just for the sheer joy of the experience. Earth gets rebuilt. The earth gets rebuilt. A lot of what is here is not going to be here. There's just too much that this doesn't serve. It's almost like demolishing the old energies. So they demolish a lot of the old structures to build new unity environments, more in nature, more in harmony with nature and the divine self. And
David, they showed me the children as like a brown bear cub.
they're showing you that they have a brown haircut. You didn't say that, right?
A brown bear cub.
Oh, that's like a spirit animal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I saw a brown bear, and then but it showed it a small one.
I wonder, maybe the bears will be happier, right? Happier bears. So some will go off planet. It's very clear and evident. Probably a lot of us are just going to be like, all right, you know, kind of like galactic liaisons between the cool stuff in space and the people on Earth. So that's nice. It'll feel, a lot of us will feel like, this feels like home. Are you sure I got to go back? Because I'm pretty sure I have to take this next module and learn this next module. Just trying to stay on the ship as long as you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got to go back to the holodeck and relearn telepathy. I don't think I got it yet. But it will be very clear as to the time we spend on ships and the time that we spend on Earth assisting. That's okay. Sign in high vibrations, lower dimensions again. And the dragons to assist. Crystal beings. Oh, they're all assisting. We're all assisting. Okay. You don't have to worry about anything. There's nothing to worry about right now. They're sharing. They're just making aware that all is shifting, lower consciousness, higher consciousness. Not to be afraid of anything. There's nothing that can harm anybody right now. We're in a field, a unity field with like of pure love of the whole galactics that are above Earth right now. Okay, scanning. There's an evolution of Gaia's chakras that happens. This amazing light, this love. So Gaia wants to connect. It's the event. So it's the event she's talking about. So it's like it's the shift. A whole shift happens. All of Gaia's chakra in a whole new vibration of love that ends up happening here during this whole awakening process. There becomes a shift, a total shift. And everybody will feel it. Everybody will feel it. You won't not be able to feel it. We're already starting to feel a little bit of it right now because we're tuning into the timeline. You can just feel the intensity of that love. Can you guys feel that? Amazing. I'm just tuning into her chakras just to bring into this after shift level, just so you can feel this unconditional love. It's just beautiful. Okay. Yeah. This is peace. It's peace on earth. This is beautiful. This is pure love. This is the best moment in Earth's history that we're feeling, and we're being a part of before it even happens. Just sit for a minute in this peace, in this harmony. Just get a feel for it, as we can also anchor these vibrations as well, and it will assist. Hey Phil, what else did you want to do? I totally forgot.
I'm supposed to, my job is to collect crystal source energy. It's alive. It's orange. Orange is the number 2.
Oh, okay.
And merge it with the crystalline earth, crystalline of earth. And this will bring out the truth and wake people up. That's what I've been told.
All right. So you want to just focus that energy right into like the crystalline core of Gaia?
Yeah, I need to collect the energy. The energy's alive.
Intelligent light.
Yeah. And merge it. And also ask permission of crystalline earth. That's alive as well. That we all know.
I was going to ask. Okay, so I'm just going to connect my heart chakra to the tree collective, to tree source right now, just to help everybody ground. Tree source. So you might start feeling some energy, because this is a lot of energy coming in. So you might just start feeling some energy leaving the soles of your feet. It's the tree collective, the tree source, helping us ground these energies. And I'm just going to ask our galactic teams, our higher selves, because clearly we're going to go through an upgrade because of this. I'm just going to ask them to upgrade us with ease and grace. If it takes a week, just to allow us, so it's not too much energy, so it's not too much for everybody, and it all integrates with ease without issue.
Evra said she'll help with this crystalline job.
Let's see.
I'm actually collecting the energy now.
Someone's bringing in lightning ray. Someone's got this wand that brings in the lightning ray. That's cool.
The energy is like a swirling orange. It's unbelievable.
Very interesting.
I'm just thanking the beings that have given us this to help wake up humanity.
Jurians are sitting above us right now. And they're monitoring. I guess the Octurians are at a higher level, so they're monitoring the Agarthans and everything that we're doing. And they're assisting and making adjustments along as well. Energy beings. It's a coalition. Sorry, it's just talking about this coalition. It's a galactic coalition. They have what is called a frequency harmometer. It's like a harmometer. So they're measuring the harmonics of the frequencies that we're all adjusting now. It's hilarious. because there's many dimensions to Earth. A lot of people aren't aware of. So this is assisting all realities, all dimensions of Gaia, and they're just taking readings for the complete shift.
Yeah, we're merging the orange crystalline source energy with Gaia, with the crystalline earth.
A lot of their technology is all consciousness. And they create technology, energetic technology. It's kind of fascinating. They're living in a whole other kind of way of manifesting these higher levels. They're even checking our harmonic frequencies. They're adjusting things just to assist even us on our energies, because we asked for it. We asked not to be too much all at once. So it will be over time. How are you making out on the crystalline merger?
Merging now, it looks the orange and the crystalline, which is like a bluey white, turn it into like a rainbow color.
The
We should wake
sphere,
up many.
the sphere, that is it right there. That is it. That is the Syrian Palladian sphere that's around Earth right now. There's a new energy of energy protection around Earth. It's like a white light sphere. It's interesting. It's almost like a barrier to block frequencies that are not positive. It's like a shield, just to keep the energies really positive. So this will stop if there is any, like, I know there's peace in the galaxies right now, so I guess it's just an added layer of protection around Earth.
Everett's just mentioned, which she's a crystal source being. Why don't we ask the dragons to clear the air above us?
The air?
Yeah, the pollution and all the, well, you know, chemtrails.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in channeling light codes from the dragons, from the Syrians, from all the galactic sphere. Let's just channel light codes to dissolve any carbons or anything that's not serving the air, any pollutions. Just like disintegrate them.
I won't mention chemtrails.
Yeah, everything that's not serving, everything that's man-made, that's causing harm on the environment. Even though, yeah. So just channeling those light codes. Okay, and also send some healing energies in just for everybody in the collective while we're at it here. Just try to focus on merging healing frequencies within the collective, within their cells.
Hey Phil, can you mute them?
Yeah, so hold on, I got it.
I can't mute anyone.
Vic,
Okay, sorry about that.
I did give him a message.
Yeah,
he's really into it.
yeah. Well, yeah, you know, energies make people go to sleep. So it's very common to fall asleep during heavy a lot of energy. Oh God, I cannot wait for Africa to get liberated. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited for this timeline. When world hunger stops, I'll literally be in the happiest moment of my life. Mm. Yeah, I can see something's happening there with those crystals. There's an energy coming up now. So it's working. It's good. Gaia's core is pulsing very nicely.
I can see the dragons are
You
coming.
want to see something cool?
I can see the dragons clear in the sky.
So within the Sphinx, right? Under the Sphinx head, there's a portal to Gaia source. Just going to channel the light of Gaia source just in our energy right now, just because it's really cool, very loving energy. It's like the Divine Mother, us tuning into it. And it will actually help us with integrating these energies as well. There we go.
This is helping the pyramid network and the Angelic crystals right now.
Yeah, I should probably connect all this to the pyramid network too. Well, do they want that? It's already, yeah.
It's doing it automatically.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going on here? Lots of ships, guys. There's got to be well over like 11,000 ships around us right now.
That was quick counting, David.
Can't count that high. It's interesting to see who they all are, though. Just gonna try to tune into something.
What if your aspects on one of them?
Yeah. Where these beautiful light beings, very high. They're just light, very white, and they must come from like a really high level of dimension. I'm guessing something like maybe something like the 100th dimension, or they're just pure, so pure. So they're even at a higher level than the Andromedans. Okay. There's a lot. It's like everybody's monitoring everything. It's big effort. It's an honor to be part of it, really, and the abilities that we can be. Like as the Earth ambassadors, basically, right? Okay, so I think we're good. So I think it's time. So we got to go back. There's going to take us back on the ship back to the crystal dimension. It's going to take us back through this warp speed. It's going to come back to the crystal dimension and like land the ship. And then as just with intention, give your guides a hug. There's so many of them around here. And I'm just going to high five everybody and just at the same time express universal galactic gratitude for this sharing in this experience with everybody. And then, so we would just leave the pyramid ship just with intention. And because all of our heart chakras and third eyes are connected, we leave as one consciousness. So no one's stuck behind. And we'll just go right back through the portal. We came to the crystal dimension, except for there is a meeting happening here before we leave. It is a gold, circular gold right over the hearts on the top, the higher heart. It's a gift. It is a gift to everybody here for higher heart energy expansions. It is like a badge.
Does anybody want to thank the crystal beings for help in light language? Is anyone volunteering?
I
do
will.
spirit language. Or you
I was
go first,
expecting
Lenny.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was coming to me actually during your meditation. I was speaking it. So if you guys are watching my mouth moving around. Anyara kuirira patriara padiaro iri chikiriara nyara ira patakuyana arapa iniru chikiriara patakuyara banyara inya para nyara tayara kyo tira nyara kiara tira tianara Akatriana. It is with love and light and blessings that we have watched you work today, thanking your teams, your light teams, and yourselves for coming and participating, using your energy to do this beautiful work. Many are always watching you, many are always supporting you, and our hearts are with you on these journeys as we watch and join and assist in whatever manner that we can. Our blessings to you, our blessings to your team. Our blessings to the Most High, Prime Creator, and God of all that is. Adonai.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I could do one.
Thanks. And
Okay.
Or you want to go next, David?
yeah.
No,
Okay,
please.
I'll go after you.
Shanjean Yerate Marakutura Mahashana Anyatewa. Ushara Anyata deep within the heart, Kura Anyatia Tia to expansion. Tiaroku Suma Akachichiara. Kuru Uma raising the frequency Karahana Anyaturo Kukuyashara. Emanako Kuru Ukukuisha. Shara Anyatia Tia Kishma. Love and light. Peace.
Toisia, Kitia, Tukosia, Sotoya, Sokoya, Itukotoya, Ezia, Kototoya, Isia, Tukotosia, Sukotoya, 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 Ia, Sukotoya, Tukotia, Zia Koya, Zia Tokoya, Zia, Tukotoya, Zia Goya, Sukotoya. Blessings for your work that you have done today. This is Donner from the White Dragons of the North Sea. We are all here supporting you with love. Keep up your exemplary work that you are doing. Much blessings.
You doing it, David?
Masters are here. The masters are here. The masters are around us right now, and they are celebrating, and they're bringing in neutronic frequency of some kind. I don't know what that means, but it is a higher vibration over us, elevating our consciousness higher. They are blessing crystals. If you have crystals right now, they're blessing them and sending this frequencies of high love. If anybody has a crystal they want to use for that, you can just think about it. They're doing my necklace actually for me and my staff. Okay, cool. And they are extremely. Oh, they've been here. They've been here the whole time. They were just taking a larger stance back, working from a further distance. Okay. They have been here working with us the whole time. It just didn't pick up on them until just now, as they're gifting us a higher vibration in our energy. It's also a gift of honor and celebration. Truly, it's a time to celebrate. Okay. Is there anybody else that wanted to bring anything through? Because otherwise, we're probably good to like descend back. Like, so the good thing about like what we, so before though, just gratitude to the Ascended Masters, gratitude to the Galactic teams, Mother, Father, God, gratitude to all who participated here, who all assisted, who all will watch the replay, gratitude to all higher selves, all oversoul groups, all that were there, all that assisted, all that connected to. Gratitude, thank you for allowing us to experience this and also share in some new information. And we're grateful. Okay.
And thank you for the gift of the crystal energy.
Like the Ascended Masters for the gift and the crystalline gifts. And the foot chakras, that came in. Crystalline foot chakras. So they're showing me the center, the toe, and then like a point on the bottom left or bottom right, depending on if it's your left or right foot. These foot chakras that were coming in. It was neat to see that.
Are you getting anything about what was happening with the throat? There was some kind of an activation that was happening with the throat. That was earlier, obviously.
I was getting, David, where it was like in my pineal gland, it was almost like not fiber optic, but light strands from my pineal gland all the way around my shoulders of my throat here, the top part of my, and the hair. When you did one point, my head was really, but it's like you can barely see the strands, but it's all around and the throat. So that was the activation, I think, Wendy, you were saying.
Yeah, I honestly, like there were so many beings monitoring, and the energy is going through us, and it's coming from your oversoul group, your higher self, your galactic light councils. I can't say for sure, but it sounds like a throat activation for sure. And maybe you needed that activation to receive the higher heart activation. That was a gift. It's so hard to say.
Yeah, yes, definitely. But really, my pineal gland, a lot of strands there on my throat.
Yeah, I just felt the sensation of them, and there was a lot of energy going in when they were. What was it? The neuron energy. That was a lot of. Yeah, that was a lot of vibration in the lower part of the body, and then there was something that happened to the foot. So galactic energy coming in, and then also, there were also downloads that we were getting. We were getting some kind of downloads in through the crown, coming down the side of the face. And then when the throat was going, and I don't know, if you go back and rewatch, you'll see me like starting to like rub my throat and like the back of my neck. And so anyway, you'll see me having some kind of like a visual guide or flag or whatever that you'll be like, oh, that's the part that was happening. But of course you might be meditating with your eyes shut, so hard to say.
At the minute, all of my whole body is coursing with energy. I can feel it.
The other thing, the side effect when the IT was all cleared of negativity, if anyone had any pain, that might have been healed as well. That might have been cleared because it's negativity, if you know what I mean. So you might have a
I was at
silent
my
reaction.
root chakra at the minute. There's something up my spine. Is anybody feeling that? It sent
No.
us some wonderful energy.
Yeah,
No,
could be
that's
energies
different
just
deep,
like,
isn't
because
it?
when you gotta make way for new energies, you gotta let old energies out. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna set some intentions here though before we disconnect our hearts and third eyes, that everybody's consciousness goes back to them 100%. There's not a particle that is left anywhere. It's just all consciousness of everybody's returning to them 100%, coming back into your energy 100%. And then we'll just make sure at higher self level that 100% happens. And then we'll disconnect hearts and third eye chakras. So.
A little bit of advice, if you ever go on if you ever use IT, always have crystals to clear anything that's not for the higher good.
That was a cool event, eh?
Awesome.
Going through the timelines like that for the Ascension. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, there actually was a point where before, I don't know, my husband came and interrupted me, but and I was like in this midst of like when we were in the Crystal City, and I think you were gathering at the time, Phil. But like I was like having like this full out of body experience, even though like with the astral travel, I'm not really like, they're telling me I'm not to see these images yet, because I'm like, it's just not part where I'm at in my journey. So anyway, but I sense them and I know them. So I know where I'm at. I know what's happening. Like, and when David, whenever you're giving like guidelines and stuff, I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm like feeling that, yeah, that's happening. We're there. So.
You remember
anyway,
when like, remember back in the day when you're like, I know what's there. I can feel it. You know, I can feel it all. And now you're just like, I can see it all. Everything is like, I can see what's going on. It's so cool.
David, the dragons are still clearing the sky. We didn't tell them to stop.
Energy.
Well, you know what? They got their work cut out for them. That's a lot of generations.
It's all night job, isn't it?
Yeah.
The energy is like still like all around us, like in our art fields.
Oh yeah, I forgot to disconnect unity fields with so yeah,
This penile gland strands though, is that something I should disconnect? Because I can feel that still strongly.
Yeah, just disconnect the unity fields. The Agarthans bring in this unity field, and it's just how they operate. So yeah, but yeah, it's disconnected now.
My puppy.
That was fabulous, thank you.
Now
So is that going to take a few days to assimilate then, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, definitely use these energies. Manifest your dreams, manifest what's going to make you happy. Think about, this is such a manifesting month. We know that the earth is shifting, right? We know that the awakening is happening. So think about, what would make you happy during this whole process. I know Wendy is just going to be like probably doing all these resorts everywhere and these ceremonial circles and everything, right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we're going to have a gnome gathering. The gnomes are calling. They want to be known. They want to be heard. So Susan and I will be doing channeling of the gnomes. So that's coming up. And speaking of manifesting with the 222 portal. So my son is traveling. Yesterday he flew out and he's like, this big storm's coming. Maybe I shouldn't fly out to Dallas. And he had this event that he was participating in for a new job opportunity. So anyway, so he flew out and he's worried about, can I get out? So I worked with the elementals and I'm like, all right, let's talk to the clouds and the cloud people and let's, see what we can do about delaying the snow, stopping it here in Chicago, and then holding it so that he's able to get back from Dallas back to Chicago. So his plane ended up getting delayed by 2 hours. We got like almost 12 inches of snow here, and then it stopped. So it stopped here at 6 o'clock, and then the weather got inclement, or will be getting inclement, or what time? I don't even know what time it is. Lost in time in Dallas starting at 6 o'clock. So it went so now he's in the air traveling. So this plane is in the air currently and he's on his way back to Chicago. And then, and then of course he's going to be landing. So, so we also were working on manifesting for him a job opportunity, an offer, and he got that offer. So
Nice.
we're really, so now, yeah, so he's now he's got options. And so it's, I mean, this manifesting portal, it's real, it's a real thing. So, you know, put it in your hearts, write something down. If you want to, you know, bring manifestation into your life, put something to paper. And then you can also take whatever you wrote into paper and you can ground it. So what that means is, even though your ground might be frozen, you can go outside and set it out under your favorite tree and set those intentions there with what you want to bring in, and then ask Gaia what for what you want to bring for yourself. Ask her to help you to have that manifest, and then also put the intention of what you want for Earth, and then what you want for the universe. So expanded, like those dolls that like come into, like they go, like they combine into, I don't know, those Russian dolls, right?
Yeah.
So think of it like that. So start with yourself, and then the next bigger doll is, you know, maybe it's your community, or, you know, all of Earth, and then out to like the universe, the galactics, or whatever. So, but that'll be a beautiful gift, not just for yourself, but for everyone.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
And expect to see some
Wendy.
cool energies when you work with the galactics like this. Like they'll come and visit you around your bed or whatever at night, and you just see all these different like blues or big white. So I've started to notice on some of them, they're interesting. So the blue I'm finding is like a lot of the masters, they have these white ones. The white ones, they're kind of like ships. They're kind of like Palladian, like ships, you know, ships consciousness. But then they have orbs. Orbs are the actual beings coming down and stuff. Like, so it's very cool what is transpiring. And I guarantee you, if you see light, if you can see light, you'll start seeing some energies around you just from doing this mission. I guarantee.
I've started trying doing trance, and I feel like I'm starting to use my voice a bit that way.
And
Interesting.
did you wake up?
I've never done it before, but I feel compelled to do it. It's quite interesting.
But Wendy, you mentioned about manifesting, putting it near a tree. For the last 20 years, one of our trees is called the wishing tree.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
Oh,
like
wow.
it's a manifesting tree, isn't it?
I've seen that.
I haven't asked it for lottery numbers yet.
Oh my gosh. Well, are you also bringing it gifts for like the elementals? Like, you know, bring some apples.
Yeah, crystals and
chocolate?
stone. Well,
Yeah.
I've given crystals and stones.
Beautiful. They love that. They just, I mean, they love working with us. And whenever we're considerate of Gaia, we're considerate of all her people. So, you know what I mean? Like all beings. So that means the animals, the insect world, like everything, you know, everything that supports her. And so whenever we're doing this beautiful work for Gaia, we're affecting everything. So we're just loved by the beings.
I was having healing on Tuesday with a star seed. Yeah, and I said to her, and she said she knew, but she wants to keep it secret. But the guide who was helping her was an elemental, but it wasn't from this planet. I mean, and I don't even know which planet it is, because I've never seen one like this before. It was very, very weird.
So cool.
Was it a
being I've ever
green
seen.
planet? Was it a green planet?
I don't know. I
Oh.
just know I haven't seen the being before.
Oh,
So,
But there's meant to be a solar flare hitting the Earth today, isn't there? Big one hitting the Earth.
it was supposed to be last night, a solar flare, wasn't it?
Or was it over the 24 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah,
First to second.
there's a bit of a spike in the Schumann. This will probably cause a spike in the Schumann. So if you look at the Schumann tomorrow, it usually takes, like on a big light mission like this, what was it, like about 20 hours, Phil, for it to show up? Like,
But sometimes they miss it out, don't they? They just have a
But this
gap.
last week, hasn't it been below baseline, that Schumann register, which has really been affecting us in a big way?
Huge. I mean, who wasn't exhausted
below
this last week?
yeah, I know sometimes you don't even see it on the Schumann and it just knocks you right out, right?
No, it really has this last week. God, yeah.
Oh yeah, but we're out of the Mercury retrograde, so that's good. So now it's in power manifestation portal, and then Jupiter's coming. They're saying something about Jupiter coming with some powerful energies.
Isn't it
I
a
don't know what that
coincidence
means,
that
but it's probably
it's
manifestation.
coincidence all the twos is a manifesting number.
Yeah,
So,
A manifesting number.
yeah, it's a number to manifest all the twos.
yeah, exactly.
Fascinating stuff. But yeah, I think we're coming out of it now. Or well, certainly from the perspective that we
There's
can.
also I think a February 22nd, so 0222 2-2. So that's 5 2s.
Let's pre-plan that event.
My daughter's been remote viewing that for 2 years, and she
That-
said,
Now, is 5 2s better than 4 2s? I don't know.
she says
2
2
2.
o'clock on the 22nd, the 2nd, 22. That's, she's always said that 2 years ago.
It's a lot of 2s. It's a lot of 2s.
We'll see.
What are we gonna do with all those
Every
twos?
time you use a date, though, there is no such thing as time. So there's no point getting hung up on a date, really. It's just
Yeah.
the energy will change as it will.
But the portal days makes them special. Makes them special.
So
Oh,
today it was
man.
good that we took this time.
This
So
was a
thank you.
great work, guys. Great work. Amazing.
I
Really
appreciate
fun.
your time.
It's really fun. And it's beautiful connecting with all the different aspects that we are and everything.
Thank you.
Well, I know Phil doesn't usually go to bed for another 3 or 4 hours, so I don't know what he's going to do for the next.
I've got another healing event this Saturday at midnight.
Oh yeah.
Love you.
Oh, of course you do.
Not 6
You who-
hours though,
You
Phil.
who never sleeps. That's going to be your nickname. You who never sleeps.
It's funny because
Can't
Phil,
do 6
Phil
hours
will
again.
say,
That was
like,
too much.
you know, my last healing event lasted 6 hours. And I'm like, yeah, I know you got a lot more karma to work off than me, I guess.
But when you finish that, guys, aren't you wired, or are you absolutely exhausted?
I don't know how he does it. 6
Wired.
hours.
You're
Wired.
wired.
Wired. That's
Yeah,
that's
that
my
can't be
problem. That's my problem too. Like after doing energy work or working with someone, then I'm like wired, and I'll be like, I can't sleep. I'm awake. So
I
you
do-
end up doing more
Wendy,
reading.
what I do at the end, I want to see if any white lights coming out of me.
Sure.
Like even, once it did a little bit. I'm thinking, is that the sun coming in or is that me?
Have you all been helping Don though? Bless him. He's been struggling.
Yeah, me and Deb and Don have done a separate one together.
That's good. That's good. Do you think, was he attacked though? It felt like the way he
I'll
was
jump on
talking.
Saturday.
Hmm?
I'll probably
It
jump on
felt like he was
Saturday.
you're going to come on, David.
I think so.
I think he's exhausted. What's happened is he's retired, and when you always retire, you always seem to become
Your
ill
energy's good.
and everything. Yeah, it's a bit like when you're working and then you got an holiday and you wonder why on holiday you're ill. It's because your
Yeah.
body's been up to, is relaxing and you
Mm.
become a bit ill.
Mm.
I think it's all to do with his retirement.
It sounds like you gave him some really amazing healing.
I always do.
Yeah,
No
and that you
sarcastic
do,
comment from
yes,
David there.
absolutely.
What?
Well, my sister says thank you, so you did something right there for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's why we're all spread out across this globe too. So, but you know what's really interesting, David, I am curious to know about 10 Peaks, somewhere up in Canada. Is that like anywhere near you?
I don't know. I'm sensing it.
Did he-
It's in BC or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I had a very specific image of that come up. So, you know, they're trying to send us out to different locations, and they're going to have us start out in Shasta, and then just because until these energies clear and travel opens up more. But we're also getting that we're getting images of being out in Ireland. We're going to be out in the UK, in Athens. Now, I don't know how Glastonbury is out where you, Phil, but I know it's like several hours from London. So I just don't know if we'll end up doing something more convenient to location and then hike out there or spend more days there or what.
Well, at
But
least we got a place to
know.
stay at Phil's. We're gonna go out there, right?
yeah, there you go.
I'm also
I'll
Give
be
me a
more than-
warning.
no
I'll
problem.
tidy up.
reading at night. They're
No problem,
showing me that, there's a bit of trickery going on. So I'm kind of giving healing to good and bad, just because it's a blanket thing. But they're also, I'm getting halfway through going, oh, this is not real. This is like a virtual reality, or it's not. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's not real. When I'm in it, I'm thinking, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And then I go, oh, it was simulation. That's it. They're saying it's so they're saying there's a lot of trickery energy around at the minute. So just to check in, it's authentic.
Yeah, there's also a lot. There's also a lot of lost souls jumping on people's lives.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're clearing, because you can have the intention to send them back up to source, so that Mother, Father, God can take that energy and they can make the decision where it needs to go. So don't let it hang on you. You know what I mean?
And
So
the
It was
Blu-ray,
you know, like
if you channel in the Blu-ray, just with your intention, the Bluray, every time I
nice.
channel, not almost every time, 100% when I channel, because I always say I do the golden light ray, but I'll send the Blu-ray in because it's the ray of truth, and it clears any distortions in channeling. Even when I'm connecting hearts and I'm talking to other beings, I don't want any static interference coming from whatever. I always Blu-ray it 100%.
it feels like I've been in like a soldier, as in like you think you're dealing with an enemy or you're dealing with whatever is required of you, then you suddenly realize I need to retreat, because it's not retreat, but just recognize it's a simulation. And they go, well done, you recognize that. So you'll know next time what's authentic, what's not. It's that kind of feeling to me of like.
So you're
assessing
developing
environment
your
I'm in.
ability to discern, which is awesome. Yeah.
That's
The
what
other-
they're testing me at the minute.
The other thing is, if you have a problem where you can't do what David just said, ask the Angelics for guidance, and they'll be able to do it for you.
But
I was just
trust
halfway
yourself.
through
Like
it.
you're developing it. Now you know the feeling. They've already acknowledged the first time, and now you know the feeling. And so if it comes up again, if it does, or when it does, you'll just trust yourself and pull back like you did, like 100%. If I have any sense or feeling that my channel is compromised, I won't channel. I'll stop channeling.
That's what I did straight
clear
away
my
in my
field.
tracks. I went, this is not real. Whatever you're asking me to do, this is not real. So I
Yeah.
stopped straight away and went, well done. It was like, well done, soldier. You worked that out. That was a test for you and you passed, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like, and I was just like, I was full on working, and I was like, why would you stop me? I thought that was, right, okay, you're just testing me. It's like there's trickery energy around us at the minute. That's what
What you can do as well is ground the energy, even if it's a test for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Or send it love. Anything that gets love, it vanishes.
That's what I was doing. I was
Yeah.
busting with love and light and all that kind of, and it was just, then I thought, oh, it was just, I could tell there was a change in the energy, and I was like, what's that about? And I was questioning it, and I went, okay, this is not real. It's a it was a simulation. So it was like things you're seeing at the minute aren't what they seem to be, basically.
There's a time when somebody's like, you really got to help this person, that like something's really messed up. I don't know what's going on. Like that she needs help right now. And immediately I tune in, and so she's lying in bed, and then what looked like a different version of Jesus I've never seen or whatever, but like appearing to be like, and I'm like, this is not right. So I quickly send it love over just to qualify it. Immediately turned into a red demon, and this red demon had a soul contract with her and was trying to take her soul out of her body, and that's it. So I had to go in and clear the soul contract, remove him, cast him back into the light, and I obviously thank like just the divinity. I know it's complicated, but all is forgiven. And then I saw her soul then go back into her body. It was the weirdest thing, and I'm explaining it to her, but not right away. I waited a few days because I knew what happened, and I knew it was going to take her some time to recover. So I waited, and then she reached out to me. She goes, "Thank you so much." There was a moment there where I felt like I was about to die. I know you came in to help, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I saw it. I saw it. And I explained to it what happened, it's so. All I'm saying is, if there's all of a sudden a being that's showing up that you never called in, the alert. What is this person? Who is this person? I never invited this other being in, send it love or whatever, and because it could be an entity impersonating.
They keep putting me in lots of violent places as well. There's lots of violence what I'm seeing, and I'm like, they're asking me to transmute and transform it all, but it's just feeling into the energy. It's just the skill of doing that, isn't it? Really.
The other thing is, if you're channeling something like, say, Michael or Jesus, you can also feel the energy. If it's fake. You know if it's fake.
Yeah, so you're doing good. Just keep up the discernment.
But it just felt really. It was like almost a jarring of like, this doesn't feel right. I was feeling into it, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's really good.
what we were playing a game, not a game, but it was a test basically. I understood what it was.
I was healing someone last week, about 2 weeks ago, old woman in an old people's home, and she wanted to die. And I gave her power back, and you could see the face change. And she had tears of joy afterwards. And it was so spectacular.
That's
to
awesome.
do it. And she actually got up for the first time in 6 months for tea the next day. I gave her power back.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
You gave her immense peace.
Yeah.
You gave her,
Good
you
job.
say her
But
power.
it's great
Wow,
when you
that's
see the
amazing.
face change.
That's,
I mean, you
yeah,
see the-
I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'll say that almost at the end of all my healing videos, whenever, if you're watching any of them, then I'm like, the thing that I love the most is when you see how they look at the very end, because their faces change. They're just refreshed. They start out heavy and tired, and then at the end they're just like, oh, there's like bright and cheerful, and you can just literally you could see the low energy taken off of them, and then the lightness is like back in their being, and it's just, I don't know, to me it's incredible.
I was healing a woman that looked like she was in the 60s with all lines. At the end of it, she looked like she was 40. She had no lines.
Okay. That's awesome.
I've just lost you 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 10, at least 10 years every time. So yeah, 100% agree. That's cool. This is great work we're doing, guys. I love it. I know you guys love it, and it's exciting. And I mean, think about how far we've come in just like, a year and a half, now coming up on 2 years. And it's just like I just blink, and I remember when we were all just like the first time we were meeting and getting together, and now it just feels like
Remember when we went through that infinity portal at one time, and we learned about the infinity matrix, infinity realities, that rainbow portal. And we're going through there, and I remember you just being like, I just felt all these rainbow energies. I was just going through like So
first time I met Wendy was on an election dev group, and we were secretly chatting.
Sure.
That's the first time. That was a few years back. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
bless.
that was fun.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at it like the humanity's waking up, and you got all the answers. You really do. And they're gonna, people who thought like that would, they probably don't even understand what we do, but we're going to be able to provide them so much knowledge.
I took on board what you just said, David, about the fact that there's going to be confusion around their faith. So it won't just be.
That was cool, eh? How they're working on.
I thought that was quite
insightful,
because I thought not only would they be confused about what's happening, with those guys, but their own faith, their own core of who they are is going to be. They really will be shocked by all
Well, but don't you feel like? I mean, I feel like that was that was my first test, was to step past the, being raised Catholicism and Catholic, and having to set aside all those, or to negotiate through the beliefs, because so much of it is programming, but a lot of it, there is truths behind a lot of the word, but it's knowing how to discern it. And that's the hard part. And then it's also that willingness to set it aside and say, okay, there's something more. It's not just being, oh, I'm a Christian. It's, I'm a spiritual being. I'm a divine being, and acknowledging and recognize your own divineness.
Well, look at
and
that
then
cat. That's right.
That's
it's a lot in a short period of time. And not only that, they've got to recognize, they're intelligent people, but they've been well and truly duped. And that's going to be like, if I can't trust that, and I was so sure that was true, what else is?
I think when you picked up immediately, though, like I think you just you left like the whole Catholic thing like within a heartbeat, and immediately went into your power. Immediately, like you didn't waste time. You were channeling light language almost like, I don't know, like a long time ago now, right? Like it came back naturally to you. You always have the elders around you, like those elder beings, like I remember all the cool drumming you used to do. That was really cool. Yeah.
Oh, I still do. You don't necessarily see it on video all the time, but still doing drumming. And as a matter of fact, they've been adding more tools. And this is one of my new toys.
Wonderful.
That's cool.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, it's like it's for vibrations, right?
Susan.
Yeah. Like energy clearing through vibrations, right? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah, so they've got me doing, because I've got my flute, my drum, then they've got me with this, and then I've also got some like little bells that cling together, but they have me using them for, because I mean, the same thing with light language is it's sound frequency vibration, and that sound frequency vibration is what you're hearing. And then we have to make that, it's almost like a telepathic connection to what the sound frequency is. And I say telepathic, but at the same time, it's in your heart. And so if you're connecting into your heart, then you will get those translations too of what's coming through. And of course, the way I get my downloads is it all comes through. And then afterwards, it's like, okay, now here's what it means. And usually they'll give it to me like in a big group, and I'm like, wait, are you done yet? Because I still will like hear the translation. I don't know. It's like a hear and hear. It's like a heart and a head connection, that the information it like comes in together and then comes into my knowing, so that I can like say then what I was hearing, what I was hearing. So, and then like how Susan does and David, they could be channeling light language and then start getting like the words as it's coming through. And then we always, when we're working with light language, and I know this because we've had, our channeling group that we work together, but we always have the intention, and we always do the grounding, we always do the connecting, we always ask for, white light, and set the intention of protection around us, and making sure that, it's only for, the highest, most benevolent good, that the messages are clear and divine and truthful. And so, so all of that is like the forework. But then when they are channeling, they could start channeling, and then parts of the message will come through so it'll come through to English. And now we have some people who are kind of like me, like sometimes you'll hear someone else's light language and you'll hear the words of what they're saying, and like, you'll hear it like English, and you're like, wait, what am I hearing? And so that's how you'll know that you're starting to get the translation of what others are saying. And a lot of times that light language is divine prayer. So sometimes they're giving us information, the galactics will come through and give you information. And other times it's just you doing divine prayer for yourself. So if you're by yourself and you're just like, okay, let me just like try this and stand in front of a mirror and make some babble noises. Sometimes when you start just making babble noises, your light language will actually come through. If you have that intention and you've been working, you've been meditating, clearing, and who you are as a being. And then when you just have that intention and you're like, okay, I want my light language for me, like my divine light language from,
yesterday we did a light language for translation, for people to be able to translate things easier. And I channel, but I'm not sure how well it is, and brought in Jesus, and Jesus did like
yeah, he does. And he always comes, you can feel his energy right away. Like you're like,
so did you felt his energy when I
oh
was
yeah, I recognize his energy.
The channeling, like it's like
I recognize his energy immediately. And then plus he always comes through a little bit sassy. So he at least when he's working with me, I don't know if he does that with you guys when you work with him, but he's always got this
saying that Jesus flirts with you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeshua, yeah. So he comes in as Yeshua usually. So, so he usually will come in and be like very chill and funny. Like he's always like cracking jokes and stuff. So like whenever we're doing channeling, it's like he's like, I don't know, he's always just cracking up. Like he'll just like throw one-liners at you, and you're like, really? All right, that we know who you are.
Because he's he's had
Wendy, I do that to him. He doesn't like me. Cool.
Anyone who's actually had an Earth life understands the humor, right? So like if a being hasn't lived on Earth, some of them aren't humorous. They just they channel truth and they love and all that stuff, but they don't crack the jokes.
Yeah, they don't have the jokes. I agree. But he does. He's always got that.
Most of the Angelics do. All of them have.
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, Michael's hilarious when he comes through.
Well, Wendy is a fractal of Raziel. I'm a fractal of Metatron, and once we were both channeling our fractals, and they were joking back and forth to each other.
Yeah. And they're smart alecky toward one another too. So they've always, they're always trying to play jokes on each other. So I think that's funny too.
Where did you get that dragon background? That looks cool.
Oh, my dragon. Oh, I found him online because so my primary dragon, so not my aspect of myself, who I'm a red fire dragon, but my dragon that I first learned and was working with, and he's a helper dragon to partner with me and help me and anyway, Quanon. So, and he's a blue dragon. So that's when I was looking, I was like, I need to find a blue dragon. And then I found this. I found it online. And then I just searched for like backdrops. And so then
Is that blue black? It's not bluey black. It's like Doman.
It's actually mostly like light blue and dark blue, but the dark blue does almost look black.
Yeah, looks like my guardian.
I love it.
Oh, it does. Cool. Well,
The same thing I've been getting involved in, guys, is quantum fractal energy. I'm learning all about that. But there's a guy called on Facebook, Quantum Fractal Energy. Oh, I lost it. Oh no, Quantum Energy Fractal. Oh, I want to tell you who it is. Sorry.
We can look
Quantum
for it. You can share it.
Energy Mandela. But what he does, he uses sound, color, light, and vibration. But he'll do it for he'll do holographic patterns and movements and sound and vibration, and you can use that to heal you. You can put that when you finish the healing, like you can place it on the person's body or ask him to send you the link. But it's like it will heal those parts. I've been doing it on me for certain things, and it's really working.
It's
So
frequency.
in future, I do think that light, sound, color, and obviously, the holograms will be the form of healing. That will come what you guys do already.
That's like the written light language, which we were working with that yesterday too. And I was working with Wilma, and I was showing her the written light language, and then she'd be like, oh, and then she would just like channel. So she had different beings coming through, channeling when I was showing her an image of light language, like the download that she was getting, and then she would just like translate it. So that was really cool to experience. That was a lot of fun.
A lot of laughing.
There was a lot of laughing.
I was making food.
Don't you love it when you channel like joy energies and then just make it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They were having a blast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Running back to see what was going on while I'm trying to make the chicken.
Like Fae energies. Fae can be the funniest, like little happiest energies ever.
Oh my gosh.
So
As a matter of
fact,
I can be a bit of a control freak, and that's why I'm resistant to light language, because I'm like, I want to know what it means, but you just let go. And when I'm most relaxed, that's when it just comes out. It just goes, and I go, where did that come from? Oh, okay, what did that, but just because I relaxed and let go and didn't want to control it. So it's there, but I just need to just do it more.
Are you speaking light language now, Kath?
Yeah, I can do it, but I'm certainly wouldn't do it right now if I get embarrassed.
Come on,
but
it's a tail end.
I
don't think anybody's going to make
I can
it.
do it, and it does come out of me very easily, actually. But I'm not happy to go in the public arena yet. But and what I'm saying is, I've got to let go of the control. I've got to surrender to it, and then it will just flow.
If I stop the camera,
and that's my lesson. If
I stop the recording, will you do some?
No.
No. Okay.
No, not yet. But I am doing it. I'm shocked myself.
Cool. No, but it's interesting because while we're talking about it, there's beings that I always call it, they line up, because they know that I channel, and especially channeling light language, and they're just like, they'll line up and they'll just like go the one, and then it'll like transition right into the next one, right into the next one. And my jaw is hurting because they're trying to push it out.
You know what I'd like to see, Wendy? I would like to see a competition between you and Anna Lee for who can go the longest on light language, because like I've seen her go straight hours of just channeling a light language, but I think you can give her a run for money.
I think I could. And not only that, but what's interesting is David, Sue, and I will have like light language conversations where it'll be like, they'll say something and then I'll hear it and then I'll like respond back, and then like they'll hear it and then they'll respond back. And I think that's really fun too. So we could certainly close off with something fun like that if you like. And maybe Kathy will come up.
My baby dragons want to come in. I have 3.
Because then it just bubbles up. You're just like, I gotta speak.
Yeah, it just wants to come out.
I think we should set up a whole nother light language time to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I want to see Susan's cat.
Yeah, where's your beautiful cat? What is it? What's he called?
3 of them. My orange one, that's Shanti. He's quite a character. And then I've got my
the tough guy.
The grey one. Which was that one?
David, I've done my 3rd crystal therapy with diamond children, And on the second one, I was showing them how to cleanse crystals using a singing bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my aspect Everest said, have you ever thought of putting pure water? And I'm thinking, she's taking over again. So you put pure water in and the crystal.
Are you doing
and
that school thing like regularly now?
Are you loving that?
every week?
Oh, cool.
Every
Yeah, but
week.
you must be loving that, Phil. Like that's so up your street, and the kids will so benefit from that.
Yeah, but my crystal aspect adds on and says, would it be better not putting pure water? In other words, you're doing it all right, but you could do it better.
Yeah.
Got pure water,
Yeah.
crystal,
Yeah,
single.
but you
but-
think you're teaching them, but they're teaching you as much as you. The student will
Yeah.
become the teachers because they're
some
coming
of
on
them
board.
are.
now.
Some of them are.
Sorry, Susan.
mind-boggling
Show us your
clever.
pussycat.
Well, I've got two up here. So this is Shanti.
Oh, cute.
He was the neighborhood Tom
Shanti.
rescued.
Beautiful.
He
And
tells
where's the gray? Where's the gray one?
me his name, so he told me what to name him. So,
Merlin girl.
and then the gray one I showed a minute ago. She's really shy, and
Is
I
she?
was told she has like an aspect of Merlin or Merlin energies or something, but she's super shy. And then I have a black and white tuxedo, another girl who's out downstairs. So
Wow. See?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Fabulous.
She's very pretty. I love it when the animals like pop in.
Yeah.
I've had them too when I'm
Absolutely.
channeling, walking in front of me on that channel.
My cat too. He just feels the energy and he just sits there and soaks it up and then off he goes. He's very, very sensitive to energy. So when my son was with me, his energy was spiking all over the place and he was taking it all on board and it wasn't good for him, but he's okay now. He's gone. Bye-bye. All good fun. Well, thank you, David. Thank you, Phil, for tonight.
Yeah,
Really, really
thank you,
Yes,
guys.
guys. Thank you for
so
your
much.
beautiful work.
Yes,
And thank you for
really-
everybody else who's here too, even though you're not piping up.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Are we going to do another one on the 22nd of the 2nd, the 22nd?
Well, we might have to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
All right,
you.
it's Laura. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Hello, there you are. Hello.
Thanks for showing up.
And Ellie.
Good seeing you
All
all.
right.
Ellie, good seeing you. David, good seeing you. Phil, always a pleasure, brother. Wendy, it's been too long. It's great
I
seeing
know,
you.
right? I was just thinking that same thing. You
Yeah.
had some other stuff with New Earth AC and I'm like, dude, I gotta like catch up with you more.
Oh, that was different. I can't even remember what happened. Oh yeah,
I
it's
started-
solar
I
beams.
started to watch it
Solar-
and then I'm like, oh, I gotta get back
Solar
to that and watch
lion
it.
type of beings came out of the sun. It's like a whole new type of a being that came out of the sun. Anyway, yeah, you guys have a good night. Love you guys.
Thank you
and,
guys.
See you
see
again
you
soon.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
very much.
Much love to you all. Bye.
Bye.